Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good one. I'm back with another Altar Quest feature miniature, and this is the Cauldron. It is primed with Wraith Bone from Citadel paints because I'm going to be using contrast paints, and we're starting off with some Blood Angels Red to get that fire going underneath this Cauldron. We're going to try and make it look as realistic to a fire as we can, which is going to be Gryph, Hound Orange coming up next for the little outer parts of the flames. Now, I may have learned a lesson in this one. Contrast paints, not so great when there's not many details. They're not meant for flat areas, and you'll see why later. Alright, we're moving on to lyanden Yellow, and this is going to finish off the tips of the flames to make it look like that's the hottest point, or actually no, the red is usually the hottest point. I don't know fire much, I guess. Anyways, nice little hue to it. Contrast paints are fun to use though. Now we're using something I don't get to use very often, and this is Nurgle's Rot. It's a technical paint. It makes it look slimy, which makes the inside of this cauldron look really appetizing, doesn't it? Going back to another contrast paint, it's going to be Wild Wood, and of course this is going to be for all the wood that is used for the fire underneath. Now this one does show a little bit more of the details because there are some parts of the wood that have like edges and cracks and stuff like that in it, so at least you get your highlighting at the same point here. But like I said, some of them are flat and it just looks like a flat piece of wood. So not sure contrast was a great idea, and this is where the contrast paint going on a flat surface just doesn't work, and for some reason it wasn't sticking to some parts. You'll see that it comes off, that it's just like running, like you can tell right there. I'm like, what's going on here? And I primed this properly, so I had to go over it a couple times, and look, see there, it's just not catching on to the primer for some reason. Now, people have used contrast medium to water it down kind of thing, and to make it a little bit lighter and easier to use. I'm wondering if that's what I should have done maybe, but I don't have any contrast medium, but I do have a medium. I could have added, but as you can see, you see the brush strokes. I don't know. I'm leaving it as it is because, well, you learn every day. Now we're going to use an Army Painter Metallics, and this is Rough Iron. And I still don't understand why Rough Iron, the color on the picture, looks like a grayish color, but when you paint it, it looks like a brownish color, almost copperish. Don't get that, Army Painter. What's going on here? Am I just not using the right paint? Anyways, now we're going to use another technical color that I don't get to use often. This is Tesseract Glow. So this is going to make that shine, like the part of the this cauldron, like the stuff inside, it just looks like it's glowing at the same time, just like in the artwork. It gives it a nice little hue to it. You just put a little bit on top and you still get that slime look. Now we're doing the entire base with Agarras Dunes because I didn't want to go with your typical gray base or black, you know, or your bricks and all that. I want to make it look like a terracotta kind of brick that this is sitting on, because some of the rooms in the board game of Altar Quest are a little bit more brownish or sand color. So I figured this would be perfect. Now here's where contrast works great. It does get in the cracks, but you have to put it thick. And at least this way you're getting your contrast, like your highlights, at the same time as your paint. And to just make it mosaic look, I'm going to go with two other colors. I'm going to use Snakebite Leather for the first one. I'm going to do just a few bricks here and there with it, just to be able to give a little bit more depth to this floor. And then the second one is going to be Gore Grunta Fur. I'm doing the same thing. So this one has a little bit more of a reddish hue to it compared to the other one. The Snakebite Leather is supposed to be really light, but on top of Agarras Dunes made it a little bit darker, which is great. So it just gives a little bit more texture to this palette and makes it look a lot nicer, as you can see. Anyways, quick and simple, that's how you get the Cauldron painted for Altar Quest, the board game. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.